it's Tanya. Welcome back. We are not in my garden today. Today we are in Playa del Carmen at the Iberostar Quetzal Resort. This is an absolutely glorious resort. It is gorgeous. The gardens here are phenomenal. And I was given the opportunity to speak with the landscape designer here for an exclusive interview, and I'm really excited. So I wanted to take you along. Today we have Braulio and Israel, who will kindly translate for me. Before we dive into the interview questions, just a little bit of background about this resort. This resort is very unique in that conservation and environmental sustainability are really central to the practices of this resort. So they really try to incorporate a lot of native plants and the native forest just as it exists into the landscape, which is very unique and quite a stunner when you get to walk through it. Okay, we'll dive into the questions now. So, Braulio, tell me, you are both the designer as well as in charge of the maintenance here in the resort?
Okay, so that we used to do here, well, this person that is in charge, is that they try to make like 2,000 plants by each month,
Oh,
every
really?
single month, and they try to conserve all the original plants that is from this area to keep it for they can be beautiful, how you can see, and also they try to make, not to make, but they have a special place to have a new plants or they can put it on in different places.
Oh, so kind of like to propagate plants?
Exactly.
Wow, that is amazing. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So I guess let me ask you, these beautiful plants here in the background, can you tell us a little bit about this absolute stunning display of palm trees?
Sí.
Esta es la palma viajera.
Okay, this is very interesting. I didn't know it neither. So they call to this palm like a tripper palm because all the people that used to travel many years ago that used to move to different places, this plant you can take water to drink. So when this palm is smaller, you can put it on a leaf in the middle and you can get like water to drink.
Really?
And it's purified. He told me that. And also you can find this plant in different places around Mexico. So that's why they call like a tripper, like a palm trip or tripper palm.
I see. Like a palm trip. Oh, that's
Exactly.
interesting. Yeah, this is just a gorgeous hedge
Yeah,
of palm
they're
trees.
beautiful.
Gorgeous. So tell me, how many people are in your staff to maintain a property of this size?
¿Cuántos?
Somos 16 jardineros.
There are 16 people.
16 people. Okay.
Only 16 people.
Only 16. That's not a lot.
Yeah.
So right now he is trying to puncture this palm to get some liquid out, which is just fascinating. And apparently he's saying that it is purified, the water that comes out of this palm, and it can be used to drink.
No tiene agua.
He doesn't have a knife, so not successful, but
It's dry.
really interesting fact about this gorgeous plant.
Necesita un cuchillo o algo más. Eso lo-
So tell us about this area here.
Esta área,
But we have inside of this water around, we have turtles, we have fish. That's why the water is very natural. So there's any like chemics or something that could be like bad for the plants. So that's why this is a very fertile area because all the water around they can just take it from there.
Interesting. Thank you. So tell me, is this water infill? Like, is it an irrigation system that's in here?
No, it's like it have to be like 100% natural water because we can use anything like another
Oh.
chemics or something
Okay.
because we have more animals inside of the water. That's
Okay.
why.
Interesting. Very interesting. This is beautiful.
Okay, so Tanya, how I was telling you, we have some animals in the water, but also we have a lot of monkeys right here. So they try to keep all the trees like the original way for, this is like the home of them. They used to cross the tree by trees. And also the plants that you see in the shade area is because these plants, they don't need too much of the sun. That is very important because if some plants that are from shade are too much in the sun, they used to die.
Right.
So they used to put it on like in the specific places, and also they put it on like the rocks and everything for this looks beautiful.
Wonderful. What are some of these plants' names here? I recognize the alocasia, the elephant ear.
Mhm.
What are some of
La moena sandía.
¿Cuál es Guerra de León?
Esta.
All right. He called like a tiger
Okay.
nail.
tiger nail?
Yeah.
Este es la moena sandía.
This is like a Moenia watermelon,
Okay.
pero no da sandía.
No.
It doesn't have
No.
watermelon.
Tenemos dracena roja.
Cena,
Dracena.
gracena, the
Dracena.
red dracena, that one.
And does the tiger nail does that grow in a tuber?
No.
Not a
No,
tuber.
No, es produce abajo del
Ah, okay, everything that the fruits or something that it gives is under.
The fruits of the plant are underground.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is the
Oh, there is
Oh, look at that.
like the flower.
And is that the flower or is that a fruit?
es flower.
It's a flower. Very interesting.
Estas se reproducen por abajo, por esqueje. Acá sacan sus raíces y se van extendiendo.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
And what color are the blooms?
La punta.
A kind of red.
Okay.
Sí.
I'm learning too.
So right now we are in kind of the heart of the resort in a little forest that connects the lobby area to the pool and the beach. And this forest is beautiful. There's waterfalls, monkeys, wildlife everywhere. And there are these gorgeous rock paths that allow you to really walk through and enjoy it. So right now we're in the middle here, and I think you want to talk about the monkeys and the habitat of the monkeys, right?
Sí.
Okay, so that we try to do this area the most natural possible for the monkeys. That's why you're gonna see like signs and everywhere, and for all the animals that the guests don't should give a food, like I don't know bread or something like that. Like I know it's fun and beautiful for get a picture or a video, but we need to remember that we are and here home. All right, this is not our home, it's from them. So he's talking about this tree, for example, has more than 60 years.
Wow.
So they born here and they used to keep it here, and it's a plants and trees that used to give fruits. That is the food for the monkeys. But they become lazy when the people give a fruit or something, and they don't want to go to looking for food, and it's easier like just to get it from you.
Really?
Yeah, they're smart.
Wow. So do the monkeys just not even like search for their own, forage for their own food anymore? They just rely on guests?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they are.
They're smart. They're
Yeah.
smart. Well, this forest is beautiful. What types of trees are these here?
¿Qué tipos de árbol?
Ahí tenemos ramón, que es nativo. Hay zapote, álamos, ficus, la palma chip. Tenemos guano, que es con lo que se utiliza para hacer
Las palapas.
las palapas. Hay muchas plantas, no terminaría de decir los nombres.
Yeah,
Son
okay.
demasiadas.
For example, did you see, I don't know how call in English that part of the La Palapa?
La palapa?
Like the little, where is the theater, you see?
Oh, yes, yes.
I don't know how call it in English.
The veranda, like a
Eso,
pergola.
It's that thing. And we have that material to do it, you
Okay.
know? It's born from here. And we have a little frame right there.
What are those called again?
That's a cuati.
A cuati?
No,
cereque.
sereke. Sereke. The cuati is the other one with a big tie.
Okay.
This is sereke.
Es la hora de dormir ahora.
And also we have another tree that is called zapote that is delicious. If you have opportunity or chance to taste it, that is for season. ¿Cuál es la temporada del zapote?
Más o menos para julio.
Yeah, about July, June is the season for zapote. That is like a brown thing. Inside it's orange and it's so sweet. It's delicious.
Oh, wonderful.
You can just take it like the mango and take it off these things and you can eat it. It's very, very nice.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
So here we are walking down this stairway leading into another part of the forest, and this is just what makes this place so special and magical. There are like secret gardens everywhere, and you can
Pero
just
no
really
están
enjoy
secas,
an
lo bueno.
afternoon meandering through the forest. So we're walking down here. They have many different sculptures of Mayan ruins here, as well as all of the native plants that we've talked about.
Aquí, aquí.
So right in front of us is a beautiful waterfall that really is kind of the backdrop to the forest, and it's just stunning. This is another example of how wildlife is incorporated and water is incorporated into the forest. So did you design this waterfall as well?
No, de la cascada no, eso ya estaba.
Okay, this was there. Okay, okay. So what goes into maintaining this? I mean, this looks like a pretty advanced water feature.
Remember, I don't know if you know that, but for example, now Iberostar and at least Tucán Quetzal, I mean, this one, it's now a wave Iberostar. That means that we care a lot the nature. If you see, for example, in the rooms, we don't give now a bottle of water. It's like a crystal one,
It's glass
a glass
bottles, right?
one, or we don't use plastic. So nobody, any coworker, nobody can use plastic here, like a bottle or something. So when this is resort it start, actually, this one is the first Iberostar in Mexico, and they try to keep all the nature here. So this waterfall, I'm not gonna lie you, um, the coworkers used to fix or make something for it looks better, but 50% is a natural one, and the other percent they try to give a nice view.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that is a stunning,
Yeah,
stunning piece. And so is water pumped? It's a circular pump?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
This is like the natural way of the jungle. That's why it's like going down because they try to keep everything. Actually, for example, the gardens in this area, they are in charge because the monkeys used to do things and the other animals too. So we try to keep clean all these areas. Like
Sí,
there's a lot of animals, and every time, every moment that you can be walking and you can have some accident from the air. So
sí,
we try to be cleaning every time.
sí, nosotros solo limpiamos.
Okay. So right behind us, we have this gorgeous waterfall that is quite a beautiful showcase. Tell us about this waterfall. Is it also kind of a natural water element?
Sí, esa parte es de lo más natural que tenemos.
This is one of the waterfall more natural that we have, and it's also where the animals just come to drink water or something, spend their day off.
Okay. And is the water pumped as well in a circular pump?
Sí,
Yeah, but it's a natural one,
Natural water.
because we can't put in on any chemical or something by the animals.
Yeah.
And also for the animal, we have somebody in church that it's like be sure that they be fine, like get sick or something. We have a control of that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
So there's like an animal keeper here.
yeah, sure,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Okay. And are all the animals also native to this area as well?
Yeah, and actually that's something very interesting, and I think it's a good thing for Mexico, the new rules, because you know that there's another resort they have also animals, but now the new rule in Mexico is that all the animals that born here are yours, like it stay with us, but we can get more. We can
Oh, okay.
I like from outside, like to buy another animal or something, it's not possible. So we need to keep all the monkeys, all the birds, everything, or they stay here with us.
Wow, interesting. So
Yeah,
they become then part of this habitat.
exactly.
That's just another way to cultivate that environmental
Yeah,
sustainability.
that's why it's very important for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. So I am very curious. Do you struggle with algae in any of your water features?
The sorry, what?
With algae, that green plant,
Algas.
Ah,
alga, yes, alga.
algas.
Aquí no se juntan porque hay el agua es natural, pero como hay una circulación de agua, por eso no se generan las algas.
That's new for me too. Yeah, for example, because the natural is water, um, but at the same time that the water is moving, there's like a circle water. Don't stay there, and this is not stuck. That's why there's no
So because
algae.
algae in English,
Algae.
alga in Spanish, so because the water is constantly circulating, it prevents that from
Exactly.
forming.
When it's like stuck or
Yeah.
just like there is when it start to burn.
Yeah. Wow, interesting.
Okay,
This
And
is just beautiful.
something important to say if you want to come closer, you see the little man that is there in the middle? Right there. We call in Mexico aluches. That's a very traditional and cultural thing from Mexico. And also the government, all and everywhere that you go, they need to make a place for them
Ah.
because they are in charge about to care the nature. So that's the way to say, excuse me, we're gonna be here. So please don't do nothing bad, or everything can be perfect.
Wow.
We have an like a subway, a new subway that is around all the state, and the government when they start to make it and they to cut trees and everything, they make like a little house for Naluches, for like a permission for just we're gonna be working here, so please.
That is fascinating. And is
Yeah.
that part of Mayan
Yeah.
tradition? Okay. Okay. This is beautiful. Here is another gorgeous waterfall, just one of several that's interspersed throughout the forest as you walk through. So right here we are on the beach and we are in front of the Coastal Dune Restoration Project. And these contain a lot of the really important plants that Brolio is going to be talking about here in just a minute.
Sí.
Tell us about these plants.
All right, how you say this is the Coastal Dune Restoration Project, and in this project we are all of us, all the employers from this resort, because every year we have like a goal, that we need more spaces with this. Why? In this way, we try to keep all the sand right here, and the seasons from hurricanes or when we have like too windy weather, we try to don't figure the sand and the buildings inside of the room, or also to protect the resorts. I know it's like a plant, yes, a little plant. Like year by year is gonna be one, maybe 2 years gonna be like 15, and that is the goal from this resort.
So this basically prevents the erosion of the beach from hurricane wind damage.
Exactly.
I see. And are all of these native plants here as well?
Son nativas de aquí las plantas.
Sí.
Okay. So, for example, all these plants are native from here, and obviously, it's plants that is only grow up in this sun because they need like the sea, the ocean, the sun, and also this kind of sand, right? And that one give a little fruit that we call sea of uva, and this, for example, it's oregano that we use to for some foods, also from some cocktails.
Now, is
And
this like the oregano
the
plant that?
original, yeah,
Okay,
but obviously the original for it, it's like a different fruit.
it is.
All
Okay.
right, and this one is called riñonera, riñonina, something like that. It's we call in Spanish the organ that we have right here behind.
The kidneys?
So it's medical plant.
Ah, no, a medicinal plant.
Yeah,
Very interesting. And do you steep this in a tea and drink it?
como en
Sí,
té o-
sí. Ahí sí no sé bien, pero
Yeah, everybody, we have to ask to our grandmoms.
Okay.
But it used to be like maybe sometimes they used to trash it
I
and
see.
put it on in hot water or something like a tea.
Yeah,
Or also you can eat it. It depends.
fascinating.
Everybody has a different theory.
Yeah.
sí.
Very interesting.
A la planta.
Okay, this is very, very interesting because in these showers, also that you are gonna clean from the sand and everything, all the water that's go out, it's used again for the plants.
Ah, gray
So
water.
you have a
Yeah.
system that is automatically helps for the plants.
That's wonderful. So it's
Yeah,
really all about incorporating those sustainable practices
yeah.
into the resort. That's
So
fantastic.
you have
That's
double work.
fantastic. Yes.
And then
So this right here is a sensory garden that is built into the resort for children to learn all about plants. And it's an educational component that is part of the resort. And the kids come in here, learn about the plants, the identification and the smells. And it's just a really great opportunity for children to be exposed to plants and also have different sensory experiences. So it's really quite interesting.
final.
Oh, that smells delicious.
This is albahaca.
Albahaca?
Albahaca, sí. Es
That is
para
very
comida.
good. That is very good.
Tenemos maracuyá. Eso es para que cierre. Maracuyá.
Ma-
¿Conoce?
Maracuya?
¿No conoce?
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Okay.
Plátano.
Plátano, the banana?
Banana, sí. Y habían tomates. Es tomate.
Tomato
Tomato.
plants right
Yeah.
here. We know those at
Sí.
home. This is great. And so are there classes done here?
Dan clases acá.
Se le da un recorrido, ¿no?
A kind of tour,
A tour, okay.
but only for the kids.
Only for the children. Okay.
Queremos tener más plantas, pero los animalitos se las comen.
They used to eat it. That's why we can put it on more.
I see. So the animals outside. So the reason why it's gated in here is because the animals from outside would actually eat these plants. So it's secure in here and just a really cute little cozy area for children to hang out.
Yeah, also it's really nice because also when they are with the parents and they used to be walking, they say like, "Oh, look at this is the name of this plant," and the parents is like, "What? How do you know that?"
Yeah.
Here.
That's wonderful. So just another great way that the resort incorporates nature and plant life into the overall guest experience. Here we have an alocasia, right? Elephant ear. This is a, what is it called again?
¿Cómo se llama?
Es la hoja elegante.
It's like the elephant, but the purple one.
A purple elephant ear variety, and this is just beautiful.
If you can see here, it's starting to get a color.
Yep. And these, of course, need to be unearthed every season where I'm from in Zone 5B/6 and stored in our basement. But here, of course, they thrive, and these are native to this environment, right?
It's
Beautiful. So this area behind us is an area that's designated for hummingbirds, and you can see that because it has these beautiful purple flowers that are perfect for hummingbirds' long beaks to get in there. What are these purple flower names?
Se llama rosa laurel.
The Rose of Sharon?
Rosa laurel.
Rosa laurel.
Laurel. Okay.
Sí.
So absolutely beautiful dark purple blooms.
¿Cuáles estas? Están cerradas. If you see this, they are like closed
En la mañana.
because there's too much sun. In the
Ah.
morning or in the sunrise, they used to open it.
I see. Here is an absolutely gorgeous plant that looks very similar to an hibiscus. I'm not sure if it is a hibiscus variety, but it's in Spanish, it's anjuario. And just the color, the fading out, the ombre effect is quite stunning. Very beautiful.
Jardinero.
So one person maintains
This is
this.
the company. Okay, so he told me that, for example, all this area, all the plants and trees that is in this sun around the water is in charge only one person. That is 63 years old.
A 63-year-old gentleman.
He's the only man can touch these plants.
Pero le queremos mandar ayuda, pero él no quiere. Dice, estas son mis plantas, no las toquen. Y
Okay.
él es el que, solo él quiere trabajar en esta área. Aquí,
Yeah,
a la vuelta.
they have tried to send somebody else for help him, but he said like, no, 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 these are my
That's
plants.
his garden.
Like the childs, you know, they are my sons.
Well, it's very clear he takes great pride in his work. I mean, it is just beautiful. The meticulous care, there's not a weed in sight. So he meticulously pulls all the weeds.
Exactly.
Very, very beautiful.
They do with love.
Yes, very clearly. Well, this concludes our tour. I want to thank both of you for taking the time out of your busy day to speak with us as guests. This has just been an absolute pleasure, and I've learned a lot. I'd highly recommend this resort. I will include the link down below. Check it out. It is an absolutely beautiful place, a gardener's dream, perfectly family friendly. It is just beautiful. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.